Hey guys, welcome back to my vlog. So today I want to start work on the shadow. I've got a box of parts that came with it. So yeah, we're gonna go through it. Talking to the owner of the bike, he said that he bought the bike as a project bike but never got around to actually doing anything on it, which means it came looking like this from the mechanic that he got it off. So coming from the mechanic, he said that he assumed that the problem would have been or maybe a timing issue, but that doesn't explain why the clutch side of the engine is open. It also doesn't explain why there's no CDI on the bike. Going through the whole bike, all of the wiring has been cut. You can see all the little bits of wires at the end. So I'm thinking maybe there was an electrical problem, or there was a problem that he couldn't fix and then he just part scavenged. Yeah. Well, let's go through what parts we do have in the box that I got off of the owner. Okay. Oh, I thought there'd be more than that. We have, this shiny air filtery covery thing. Nice. Also the cover for the side of the engine that's open. And something in bubble wrap. Why am I not wearing gloves? Ooh, emblems. Oh, okay, these are the shadow emblems off of the 8th edition. We have two sets. These aren't for this model of bike. They're nice though. So yeah, that's the parts that we have, and some kind of metal piece that doesn't do anything. So I'd been told it was a 600 shadow, and that was kind of all I knew. But going off of the VIN, it's the VT600C Shadow 2003 edition. That's probably more than enough information. Let's get some work done. So I'm going to start off in this open clutch side. There's a reason that it's open. Because it's been sat for years open like this, all the dust and dirt has just kind of caked itself, why am I not wearing gloves, onto the discs and inside the case as well. I'm not sure if you can see much of that, but it's all really dirty, it's really sandy as well. So I'm going to start off on this side. I'll take off the clutch, go through it, clean out the case which is in that box as well. Then I can close this side of the engine, then I know that this is all okay. Now man, it's boiling. I'm gonna have to turn on the fan. So it's time for one of those time-lapse BGM kind of things, because yeah, it's getting too hot in here and you won't be able to hear anything else. So so nice. Full clutch basket is out, all the parts are there. Go through now the clutch basket. Look at each disc individually, make sure they're all okay. Clean it all up because it's really dirty inside there. You can see all the nasty. Other than the fact that everything is kind of dirty and a bit muddy, these are actually in pretty good shape. They're well within range and they have more than enough thread on them. These look actually pretty new. I won't call them brand new, but they're not in terribly used condition either. Okay, so I have fully disassembled the clutch basket. I've noticed a few things when I've taken it apart. Whoever it was that put it back together didn't put the brake disc on in the right order. The manual says, coat the clutch disc in clean engine oil. Install the clutch disc B spring seat and judger spring, which is what we did. So maybe the person who put it in before just put everything in, which is probably why the judger spring and that the other spring, what's it called, washer thing, were just in random places within. They weren't in the same order, and also two of the plates were sat together. When it was supposed to have ended on a clutch disc, it ended on two of these. So they were definitely in the wrong order, definitely been messed up. So I'm just going to put this part back together, then move on to the oil assembly thing, and then I'll obviously take off the other parts that came off with the clutch. Okay, so that's all the discs in the right order. There was also one extra plate, which is a bit weird. I can fully put this back together and then start on inside the engine. What I had planned to do was to carry on and take off this, what's it called, guide and the sprocket, just so that I could clean them, so that all the clutch assembly was all cleaned and done up properly. And then I thought, well, I'll do the oil pump as well whilst I'm here. The oil pump is physically inside the engine, as in split the crankcase inside the engine, which is a bit tedious. It's going to be a lot of effort to get to it. I have to obviously go all the way down and then split the crankcase in there, where all the gears and everything will be. Not doing that today. Splitting the crankcase is a big job. It's not a fun job either, so it's not something that I'm thinking that I definitely want to do right now. What I'm doing instead is obviously I'm going to take off this primary, as I'm going to do the primary drive gear and make sure everything's okay with that. And then I can then clean this all properly, finish cleaning it, put back the clutch assembly. There's a load of dirt in there and I have to be really careful not to let it fall inside the engine, because then it'll just keep cycling back around and then it'll fill up the pump, and then I'll definitely have to split the crankcase and it'll only be my own fault. So I need to really carefully clean that out. And before I forget, I also need to clean the cover. Now all of the main kind of components are out of the engine. Obviously I'm going to just remove this now, and then I can start really getting to work and cleaning this case, get all of the dirt and grease out that's just been sat here. Being really careful not to block up any holes, because obviously oil needs to go through all of those. Make sure none of it goes into the actual case, otherwise we're going to have a problem, because it's going to just fill up the pump and then I'll definitely have to split the case if it doesn't already need splitting. So do my best not to get any more rubbish inside of the engine. Nope. That's just gonna break. Idiot. Gotta use your brain sometimes. Okay, so now this side of the engine is completely stripped, as far back as I want to go. Obviously I'm not taking that off. There is the oil pump. This is why you have to split the case to get it out. You can see it's like inside part of it, but all of the dirt has just kind of gone in there. Let's see if I can. Yep, it's really dirty. Dust has probably gone in there. There's probably a spider or not. I would not even be surprised. He's gone and hid himself inside there. So I'm going to try and clean it without getting any more of this dirt and grime into there, because it'll never come out again and it will definitely get stuck in the oil pump. Yeah, I don't think using the compressed air with the blower is going to work. It'll probably just push any dirt that's there further in, unless I can find a way to block up these holes around there, and then I can just blow it straight out. But yeah, so now I'm going to clean this bit. I was able to clean out this part of the bottom of the engine bit. I don't think I got any pieces inside there. I just used a cloth and just wiped it all out. Hopefully that's clean. So I'm just going to cover all of that up now, all of those holes, and then clean out the whole of this without getting any more pieces in there than what may have already been in there. Okay, so I'm just going to spray some degreaser in there and then just use a toothbrush, got an old man toothbrush, and just clean it all out. Maybe I should let it sit a bit. Probably. Right, smaller because I like it. Okay, I'll just let that sit and then I can scrubby. Bits here that I want to just make sure that it's all clean properly. Obviously this is done, almost done. There's still a few pieces here and there in between bits that the toothbrush can't really get to, so I'm just kind of forcing the cloth in to clean it. So it's just some bits, a few bits more around here, and then we'll be done. Okay, so I've totally finished cleaning up now. Everything is clean, or as clean as I think I'll be able to get it. I'm just going to start reassembling this side of the engine now, put everything back together, all these parts that I've got. I just finished cleaning the case, the clutch cover case, and I went to go and put it back on the bike, and I've just realised that there aren't actually any bolts. There's no bolts inside the box, there's no bolts on the engine. Thanks to the no bolt situation, that kind of ends it for this video today. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. I am now going to go and see if I can find any bolts in the local mechanics, places like that, see if I can, anyone strip down an engine, see what I can find. I think I checked it before I went and squeezed sealant on it, because then I'd have to clean it all off and that would have been fun. And we're back. Yeah, so I'll see you guys next week. Hopefully I'll have some bolts, we can close that up and move on to something else. So close. Anyway, thanks for watching, see you next week, bye. How clean it is. I mean, it's not perfect, but it is way better than it was before. It's even shiny.